Beautiful. Good to go?
Good to go.
Sorry, I was late.
That's all right. I fell asleep in the car. It's fine.
Did you actually? No. Oh, spewing. That would have been a good nap.
It would have been.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have let me sleep.
So, I don't know if we've officially started, but if we haven't, we've started now. So, just to let everyone know. Actually, welcome, Fayez. Sorry.
Thank you.
Actually, I should do that properly. Thanks for coming, bro.
Thanks for having me.
The official Fayez K is in the
Fayez
house.
K.
That's the way. And we have Fayez's beautiful wife, Sandy, behind the cameras. But Sandy, as far as I have been told, if need be, will add her input. So she's also a part of this episode. And as always, we have Sarah behind the cameras.
Oh, never got an intro like that.
Yeah, I know. Why don't I do that? Sorry, Sarah. Anyway.
Do that.
Oh, well, you know. She chimes in, everyone knows she's there, you know?
Yeah.
So, but yeah. And will we be able to hear Sandy if she talks?
If you scream really loudly. Oh, I was going to move. That's why I was moving Sandy next to me.
Oh, that would make sense. Sorry. Will we not hear?
It'll be really distant. You just have to repeat what she says.
It might be a bit echoey from the background.
Do we put my chair there? Or am I in the way there?
No, not in the way.
Whatever's easier for
Yeah.
you guys.
I'm happy to move. You just told me what to do.
I look at Sarah because Sarah does the editing, so it's up to her.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of editing.
Yeah. Sarah's she's keeping this podcast going.
That's good.
Thank God.
Yeah, from where Sandy is, it might sound a bit
Yeah,
like
too
she's talking
distant.
from
eh?
behind.
Yeah. Yeah, true. And we want to hear your voice, Sandy. So even if you don't have anything... even if you feel like you don't have anything to say, just make sure you say something. Okay?
Hello.
That's the way. That's all. Did someone say KFC? Just throw that in at some point.
Finger licking food.
Finger licking good.
Finger licking good.
Oh,
Damn.
you missed your opportunity.
The Bulldogs players at KFC.
That's what I said.
Oh, did you see that as well?
Yes.
Oh, that's so good. Anyway, bro.
TV's off.
Yeah, you can't see it because our wide angles are dead.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, bro. We're giving you a shonky version of this.
No, you're alright.
This podcast.
It's not just you. It's not just you. It's been dead for a while.
Yeah, so true. This is how poor the organizer. It's just everything else in life, bro. You know.
It's just the way it is.
Yeah, just gets in the way. But anyway, how's everything, bro? How you going?
Good.
Yeah.
Can't complain.
That's good. Thank God.
Living the life.
That's it.
That's it.
Work today.
Yeah.
I lay all week, bro. Solid.
Had to rush home.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're alright. It's not your fault.
You had to rush home.
I rushed home and you were late.
Hurry up and get ready. Rush here. And I was late. Sorry, man.
You're alright.
I'm so sorry. As soon as Sarah got in the car, I was like, can you please message Sandy? Because I was rushing so much that I was like, I'm not going to stop even for a second to message.
As soon as I messaged
like,
you, she got the message.
Yeah. I didn't realize we messaged so late. I swear I thought, you know what? Fayez probably hasn't left yet. That's why I didn't message.
I would have left a bit later, but Sandy wanted to leave that time.
Sandy.
So you're
Good on you
traffic.
for being so punctual. Seriously. I'm hopeless. Anyway, let's dive straight in, bro.
Let's do it.
Hectic. All right, just so you know, we're just having a normal conversation and everything. I've just got some notes here because I want to get through. There are certain things I want to get through.
Yep.
But it's not like official or anything. Just so I don't want you to feel uncomfortable or anything like that. All right, sweet. Beautiful. All right, bro. Well, can we start by just getting to know who you are? So can you give an introduction of...
Yeah, well, my name's Fayez. My background's Lebanese, Maronite Catholic. Come from a family of 6, so 3 brothers. One brother, 2 sisters, and myself, and my parents. So I think that's 6.
Oh, yeah, with your parents.
My parents.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's right. Sorry.
And, yeah, so growing up, we were religious, but not extremely religious. So my parents weren't, always going to church. I didn't start getting into my faith until I was about 22. Yeah, it was a bit late in life.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it was actually my sister that started pushing it, saying, I
Wow.
think you should start going to church.
Older sister.
I know I'm the oldest, so she's the one right under me.
Wow.
Yeah,
God bless her.
God bless her, alright.
How good.
So if it wasn't for her, it would have been a bit hard, but I know she pushed me, which obviously pushed me to push my brother, and it worked the way down. And so yeah,
Bro, that's awesome. So would you say then it was more like the cultural faith? Because that's a lot of the case with Lebs, I think.
yeah.
And with other cultures it would be, but just
I think
Out of
yeah, I think
experience,
that's what
I'd
it
say
was. It was more like a cultural thing. But it was good once we started to get into it. Obviously, at the beginning, you go to church 1 week and you miss 1 week, and then slowly, the Holy Spirit works its magic, and before you know it, you're going every Sunday, and you can find it very hard to not go.
that's the way. Slowly but surely, bro.
That's it.
That's it. How did you actually get into it? Was it just starting to go to mass, and then, you know, every now and then you wouldn't go, or were you going to like events, talks, or anything, Bible studies, anything?
No, it was look. It started off with church, so Sunday. So we'd go to church on Sunday, so St. Charles, and that's where it started from. But then obviously I started to look more into our faith, and once I started to, get closer to God, I fell in love with God, fell in love with the Holy Spirit, and it slowly started to work its magic, and then before you know it, the faith is the biggest thing in my life.
That's awesome, bro. How good. It just works that way. Hey, it's like even if you're there for just because you feel like you have to.
Yep.
Or in my case, like I've said it a million times on the podcast, so people will know. But I was going because I just wanted to be a part of the group that was around at the time.
Yep.
Particularly these two Samoan guys that I thought were the coolest people. So I would go just to hang out with them and to hear them sing. We would have jam sessions after after Rosary and stuff. But then you just, even if you're there for all these different reasons,
Yep.
you start to, if you're just open to it, even the slightest, you just start to fall in love.
That's what it is. And I think there's a Bible quote where it says, "Knock and the door shall open,"
Yeah, man.
or something like that. So
Yeah.
when you hear that saying or that Bible verse, you see it come true in your own life when you start to knock on the door of your faith, and before you know it, you're all the way in.
Bro,
It's an amazing feeling.
I love this. Oh, bro, let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Man, sometimes, like, not on the podcast, but sometimes you have like, you hang out with mates, like,
Yep.
Oh, I forgot to mention, we know each other. That's probably a good thing to add, just so people know. So how did we meet? Was it through Sandy and Sarah, or was it through?
So it was
Where did we
Alyssa's
first meet?
21st?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Alyssa's
it's through
21st.
Oh, I fully remember that. So it was through Alyssa. It wasn't through you guys. Sorry. Shame.
I mean, I was dating you and you were dating Fayez. So,
Yeah,
and then Alyssa brought us all together.
that's right.
You know.
That's actually true. Yeah, I fully remember that now. Okay, so Alyssa, mutual friend of Sarah's and Sandy's, had a 21st.
Yep.
Were you guys engaged at the time?
Alyssa's 21st, yes.
You were engaged then?
When, what year did Alyssa turn 21?
2021.
No,
No.
21
Yes.
or 22.
we were
Isn't
Yes,
Alyssa
we
a
were.
year younger?
married
than
22.
me?
Yeah, we were engaged in 21.
Wow,
Oh my gosh.
I feel old.
Yeah.
how crazy! No,
We've been married for 3 years now.
not at all, bro.
I know.
Well, married for 3 years. Has it been 3 years?
Almost, yeah.
Smasalib. I don't even know if that's the appropriate response, but Smasalib.
And he's
think it is.
retired.
God bless you guys, bro.
Thank you. God bless you too.
Anyway, yeah, so no, I do remember that. And I remember thinking, and I think I said it to Sarah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I was like, do you know? Like, I was just talking, I was like, Fayez is such a champion, man. Like, I love just, we were just sitting and talking. Then we had to, like, we were forced to get up and dance sometimes,
Yeah.
bro. I don't know why.
I think once you start talking about footy, it brings everyone together.
I think
Footy
so.
and faith.
Yeah,
But, the Bulldogs brings everyone together.
that's what I think, bro. Yeah.
100%.
But then I also turn on Bulldogs fans. So I don't know. Maybe it splits us up as well. I don't know. But anyway, but yeah, I thought that was important to actually say. Sorry. So yeah, so we know each other.
Yep.
But what I was getting at was sometimes you hang out with mates or whatever, and you can only have kind of like surface level, superficial conversations.
Yep.
And like that's all well and good. Like I can sit and talk about footy, for example, for ages, like for hours. But every now and then, more often than not, actually, I prefer to sit and have like good substantial conversation with people.
Yep.
And so I'm keen because I know I can have that with you. So let's go. I was prepared to ask you, like, you know, did you grow up in the faith, all of this stuff, but you're a natural podcaster because you've answered all of those questions already. But what I will ask more directly is, what does your faith mean to you now after all these years?
After all these years, I think my faith to me is like a rope that puts everything together. So between me and my wife, our faith, without our faith, I feel like our relationship is not that it won't work, but I feel like our faith is holding us together, and it's like it's tied with a really hard knot that won't let go. And because in our relationship, it plays a big part. Faith plays a big part in our relationship. So to me, faith is everything. It's the morning when we wake up, it's the night when we go to sleep, and it's everything around it.
Oof.
So that's what faith means to us, or to me and my wife.
Can I just say,
Yep.
we haven't got to this part yet, right? But you're clearly a natural, like, lyricist. would you say that's fair?
Well, it's a compliment. I'll take it.
100%. You're poetic. You're good with your words. Articulate. This is honestly, I had questions around it, but now I understand why already. You're in the world of music, which brings me to the next kind of topic.
Yep.
Because it's important. It's always important to get to know who you are on a brief level, but then when we go through and figure out, you know, what you do and why you do it and things like that, then we're going to get to know you on a deeper level.
Yep.
Which is going to be great, I think, for many people to hear, including myself and especially myself. So, at what point in your faith does music become a part of it? Like,
Okay.
actually, sorry, I should get you to probably say what you do first and then answer that question.
So I'm in the hip hop industry for Christian music. So I do Christian rap. Not
Hit the
gangster rap,
voice.
Christian rap. There's a difference.
Yeah, there is.
So that's
there
what
is.
I do.
Very awesome.
So yeah.
And at what point then why do you do that? Where does that decision come from?
Well, I've always been into rap. I've always liked rap music. Hasn't always been, Christian rap music, but I've always been into rap music. And I've always liked to write because that's what helps me to, to express myself. So I've always written lyrics, but faith came into it when I tried to write other stuff outside, because I started rapping before it was about Christianity or about our religion. It was just normal rap, but every time I tried to write, Jesus would come to my brain. The Holy Spirit would come to my brain. So I'll start somewhere else, but end up writing about faith. So that's when I said to myself that if I'm going to write music or if I'm going to do rap music, it has to be about faith, because it's not going to work any other way.
Wow.
So that's where it started from.
Bro, that's awesome. So how, from, like you said, you've always written.
Yep.
Is that from like a young age? Were you writing lyrics or?
I'll say when I was about 18.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when I was about 18, that's when a few friends and that we used to just sit down and write music. It was a good way to express myself, to let out any anger I had inside or anything, just write it down on the piece of paper. Because I'm not always, you might think someone that writes music or is in front of a microphone or puts his voice out there is very confident, but I wasn't very confident all the time. So that was the best way to express myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
How does that ever start? Like just getting a group of mates together to write. How does that happen? I always wonder that.
Well, it started with one of my old friends that I don't really talk to as much anymore. He started it, so he started writing, and we just all said we'll give it a try. And yeah,
That's mad.
it's actually when we found out how hard it is, it's not as easy as it looks. It makes you want to dive into a bit deeper. So then you start reading the dictionary and all these other books to understand words, and yeah, that's where it started from.
Does it ever I hope I word this all right, but was it ever positive kind of emotions that inspired some of the writing, or was it always like the negative ones? Was it always when you were angry, frustrated, down or whatever that made you go, I want to write?
No, there was a lot of positive as well. So a lot of positive came when I decided to start writing about Christ, about our faith. That's when all the negativity kind of disappeared. Because we all know that rap music is gangster rap music is basically all negative. You don't really hear a lot of positive gangster rap music. So that's why I always say that gangster rap and rap doesn't always have to be gangster rap. There is other rap that it's got its own genre, and Christian rap is one of them. You don't hear a lot of it here in Australia. You don't hear a lot of Catholic rap, but it's very big in America among the Protestants and the born agains. There's a lot of it in America. So in Australia, it's not that big.
Wow.
Yep.
You're trendsetter, bro. That's the way. So, actually, firstly, who did you listen to growing up, and who do you listen to now?
Growing up, I listened to Tupac, Biggie, DMX. Yeah, all the
real deal.
all the ones that are dead now.
Yeah.
God rest their souls. Yeah, so it was all mainly. Tupac was a big fan of mine.
He's not dead yet, but
Who?
Please
don't start
the
that.
conspiracy. Sorry, yeah.
Every year there's someone else.
Yeah, sorry. So Tupac, you were saying
Tupac. His music was because it was very on a deep level. So you can what's the word? Relate to him, even though you might not be going through the same things that he's going through, because obviously their life's a lot different than ours. But you can relate, so that's why I kind of connected a lot with his music. And there's a lot of my music, if you hear, it's got sort of that the way he raps. It comes out natural because I listened to him for so many years. So it's kind of a natural thing that it just comes out. So,
Nice. There is, bro, just good music can get you to relate to it. Like, it doesn't mean you've had to live the experience, that the same experience that they have or whatever, or that they're singing about or rapping about or whatever. If it's good music, good lyrics, good sound, whatever it is, it'll just get you to relate to it anyway.
That's it.
So, that makes sense. Just kick that under the table. Anyway. So then you start, when you're writing, you just, Christ is always coming to your head.
That's it.
And so you just go, this is what I'm going to do. Any hesitation, any worry about being openly Christian and particularly Catholic?
Not openly Christian or Catholic. I'm very open with my faith. I've got no problems with it at all. I've had a lot of backlash with my music, so I'm used to it. My biggest fear was putting my voice out there. Being Lebanese and doing rap music doesn't usually go hand in hand in our society. It's seen as like more of an American thing, or it's not something that goes hand in hand. So I was a bit skeptical, but I said it's got to be done, and yeah, I went for it.
Nice, bro. I think that's a good thing to go into if you're all right with it. Not obviously not examples or anything, but I know that I've spoken to some people who think like Christian music should only be reserved for like Gregorian chant style sort of thing, and I guess that's particularly Catholic then. But they, you know, a lot of the like the Christian pop and the rap and whatever else there is, which, like you said, is extremely popular in America. People believe that shouldn't be about God at all, because that music is purely, like, that music is evil.
Yeah.
You know, or it's whatever, anti-God or whatever. What would you say to that?
Well, that's where like I spoke about earlier, that's where the gangster rap gets stuck in. Whenever you hear about rap, people have that idea of just gangster rap, where it's not always just gangster rap. The way I see it is, if the Holy Spirit is working through you and that's the path He wants you to take, who are we to argue with the Holy Spirit? That's the way the path He put me on, and you know, I know it's not going to work with a lot of people, and a lot of people are going to be against it, but it's the way I see it is that's the path He put me on, and I'm going to express myself as much as I can.
Man, bro. Yeah, I think that's important, hey, because, like, I think some people are so stuck in, like, it's easy to say, if you don't like it, don't listen to it, yeah? But I think to get to the heart of the issue is where it's a bit tougher, because people will say, well, we're trying to save other people's souls as well.
Yeah.
And it's okay, so then what exactly do you think the issue is? And people will say, yeah, the music just doesn't suit God, I guess. But I think that's where I think people are a little bit stuck in kind of just be where the church is and only have people come to the church, right?
Yeah.
So people have to meet the church where the church is at, is essentially where a lot of people are stuck at. So it's the same with, like, podcasts, with social media personalities like Father Sam French, for example.
Yep.
He cops a lot of backlash for what he does from Catholics. But, like, weren't we told to go out and evangelize?
That's exactly right, and we're working with the times. You know, music can play a big role in people's lives. If you're talking about the right things, it can change people. Like, I've got a story. The guy that produces my music, he's from Canada. He's agnostic, but ever since we started working together, he's started asking me a lot of questions about our faith, and you know, he's getting very interested in our religion. He went and bought a Bible, made sure it was a Catholic Bible.
Nice. Well done.
And yeah, he asked me a lot of questions, and the questions I can answer, I answer them for him. So now he's I feel like the Holy Spirit is, you know, opening his mind a little bit. So it doesn't always work in the bad way. So, you know, it could reach someone that needs help, or, you know, is lost in their faith, and it could help them.
Yeah, bro, 100%. You got to meet people where they're at. Like,
that's right.
And you're right. Music is huge, bro. There are people who, like, for all of us, we don't know it, but the music that we listen to affects the way we think, what we do, all of this stuff.
That's exactly right.
So, like, if all we're listening to is music about sex, money, drugs, whatever else that pretty much all mainstream music is about these days, then that's all that's going to be on our on our mind. So why not, in a way, sanctify it? And so, yeah, man, like, I just think people need to realize that there are new ways of reaching people. We're in, like, a technological world now.
Exactly. Just like social media.
Yeah.
Just like Father Simon from America.
Yes. 100%.
Might sound wrong to some people, but we've got to get with the times of reaching to people certain ways.
Yeah.
And, you know, social media is a big part, and so is music and sport. And, you know, we've seen what religion's doing in the sport, especially with the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
And a few other teams. So there's different ways to reach people these days. So I think we've got to be a little bit open-minded with, you know, certain things like music, like rap.
100%. 100%. We used to have this. Sorry, Sarah, I'm throwing you under the bus.
It's alright.
I feel like she knew this was coming.
Yeah, I was waiting.
But we used to have arguments, because I love listening to like Christian like whatever, pop or whatever you would call it. And then I also listen to Catholic rap. There's I don't know if you know Foundation. Have you heard of Foundation?
No, I haven't.
In America. They're an American Catholic rap group. And they're solid. You should listen to them, actually. They're good.
I'll give them a listen on the way home.
But, yeah. Sorry, Sandy. But I'm glad. By this point, I don't know. But they're awesome. Like, I listen to them. I listen to, like, Matt Ma and, like, all those people,
Yep.
Torrin Wells, I don't know who else. And so Sarah would be like, I don't think, like, you should listen to that sort of music or whatever. Like, she didn't think that, it was like what we were saying before, but to a lesser extent. Like, she was more open.
I just didn't like it.
No, the original argument was that that sort of music shouldn't be about God.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then you don't have to say yeah. Like, you don't have to agree if...
No, yeah.
Okay. You can disagree, but I'm sure that was the initial argument. And but I used to say the same thing. Like, you can listen to that same style of music,
Yep.
and it be about all the rubbish that it's usually about, or you can enjoy that style of music and also just be listening to good, like, Christian themes in it. As long as it's theologically correct, we're
Right.
sweet.
As long as you're saying the right things and, everything aligns with your faith and,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it.
And Sarah's now more open to it. Thank God. I work out to Catholic rap
Beautiful.
when I work out on the rare occasion. But yeah, it is actually important. Yeah, we've got to meet people where they're at and understand there are new ways. Like, I love tradition, right?
Yep.
So Mass, Gregorian chant, Latin, love it, But it when we say get with the times, like you said earlier, you were spot on in that. We're not saying get with the times as in the way that people say, like, the teachings of the Catholic Church are outdated and all that stuff.
No, of
We're not
course
saying
not.
that.
No.
Yeah, it's new times. There are new ways to reach people. These particular means, like social media, for example, may not be, net positives in the world. You could even argue that they're evil, but it doesn't mean that they're not mission fields.
That's right.
And you can reach people there. So I love what you're doing.
Thank you. We love what you're doing too.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Do you have anything in the works at the moment?
Look, I won't lie to you, there is a few songs that I've recorded that I haven't released, only because I haven't had time. And I am working on a song. This song's a little bit deep. It's not that it's got to do with some issues that me and Sandy are going through at the moment in our life. So we're going through a bit of infertility. So it's got a lot to do with that. I think like I said before, I've got to let what's on my mind out, and the only way to do it is from music.
God bless you, man.
Yeah, thank
Are
you.
you guys all right with that?
Yeah.
Being on?
Yeah. It was a bit hard at the beginning when we found out, but you got to not let the devil play with your mind. So we'll talk about it for a bit. I wasn't going to talk about it today, but it's out, so we'll talk about it for a bit.
That's all right. We don't have to go into it if you don't want. You sure?
No, that's fine. So I wanted to actually bring up something. We've got a problem in this country that male infertility is not looked upon as big as it should be. So, for instance, when I found out I had a problem, they sent me to see specialists. The only specialists they could send me to go see are IVF specialists. And obviously, as Catholics, we are against IVF. So the only thing they could tell me at the time was take supplements, lose weight. If it doesn't work, you have to do IVF. So that's about it. So to me, I feel like we've got a problem there where there's a bit of inconsistency with how we do with it, because, it always ends up at IVF, and, you can't do IVF, or see you later. It's your problem. Deal with it. So, yeah.
Damn. That's a shocker.
It is a shocker.
Stuff like that it's even the same with like with issues with pregnancies and stuff.
Yep.
The first thing, I mean, there are other doctors, of course, who I would say there are more doctors available for Catholics.
Yeah.
In that certain circumstance rather than this, but even then the first response always is like terminate your pregnancy.
Yeah.
And we all know that's just a nicer way to say kill your baby, right? But that is an issue, is like we get stuck. If we actually have proper values, where do we go?
Exactly.
So firstly, I'll keep you guys in my prayer, in my prayers, plural, for sure. And everyone listening, we encourage to also keep Sandy and Fayez in your prayers, if you guys are okay with that.
Yes, that's fine.
And
I'm sure we've got the whole of heaven praying for us at the moment.
100%, they're always on our side.
Yep.
Have you heard of the NAPRO doctors?
Yeah, we're on to them.
Oh, good. Okay. Because I only heard about it from Michael.
Yep.
Jakcic, which is the pronunciation I believe it is. But Michael was telling us about it.
Yep.
It was the first I've ever heard of them. And then one reached out to us. I hope he doesn't mind me saying this. But he reached out to us to let us know that he's around.
Yep.
And also offered to come on the podcast, which would be awesome.
Yep.
We've already booked a date, so stay tuned. Yes. Dr. Michael Azzi. I'm sure he wouldn't mind me promoting him. Yeah? Yeah? You've spoken to him? Oh, good. I hope it was helpful. Because he's coming on the podcast. I'm kidding. But yeah, that's good. I'm glad you guys have heard it, because that was the first time I've heard of that,
Yep.
of NAPRO at all. Like, so...
I didn't even know anything about that.
Yeah. Same, yeah? Well, please God, that'll, I mean, please God that his will is done, whatever
That's
it is.
It's all in his hands, and slowly we're learning to not just accept it, but it's God's will, and wherever God takes us, that's where we're happy to go. Whatever path he takes us on, we're willing to embrace it and run down that path.
God bless you, bro.
Thank you.
God bless you too, Sandy. Sorry, not just Faith.
I want to say one thing.
Yeah, please, man.
Back to the music for 1 second.
Yeah.
Anyone that wants to get married, find yourself someone that's willing to help you and embrace you, because from the beginning I started music. When I wanted to do about religion, it was Sandy that pushed me, and she told me to do it, and she's never looked back. She's helped me with music videos. She's helped me with recordings. She's even jumped on a little song with me. So yeah, find yourself someone that's willing to embrace and help you on that path.
God bless you. Honestly,
God bless you too.
That is so beautiful to hear. That you guys, goals, absolute goals. Bunch of cuties here. You're right. Sarah. Bunch of cuties. Well, you've made Sandy blush, I'm sure. So
It's just the makeup. Don't lie.
That's beautiful, Sandy. What a boss. Honestly, you know what I'm just going to throw this out there. Us men, we have a lot to worry about in life.
Yep.
There's a lot of pressure on us. There's a lot of struggle. Being a man is not as easy as lefty wokeness and modern day feminism will make it out to be. It's actually really tough.
Yep.
There's a lot on our shoulders, also for women, by the way, but I'm just saying men have enough to worry about in life. So to have a woman come in and not add to that, but rather help you like alleviate that pressure.
Yep.
What a blessing.
It is a very big blessing.
You're a blessing, Sandy.
You're a blessing, Sarah.
Sandy, say it.
Sarah has
say it for you.
No, Sarah has very much done the same for me with the podcast.
Yeah.
So we are very lucky. And I love that you're so open about it to the point of, like writing a song about it.
Yep.
And like you said earlier, like that's how you express best what's on your mind and on your heart. So
yeah, because the problem is, like I said, we're trying to follow God's path, but sometimes you get that little voice in your head that makes you feel a bit down, and that's the time where you just, need to open my phone. I don't write on a notebook. I write in my phone, and just let it out. Whatever comes out, whether you release the song or not, that doesn't matter. It's you've relaxed your brain, you've let it all out, and whatever happens, and it allows me to sleep at night.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was speaking to Michael about this as well when we were speaking about his story.
Yeah.
Sorry, not to dwell on this for much longer, but it's just really inspirational how faithful you guys are throughout this whole process. Truly, it's actually inspirational. And like it's easy for us to go, well, we have a right to this. Like I was saying to Michael, like it's this whole language that people are speaking now where we just have a right to everything.
Yep.
And we don't recognize anything as a gift anymore. So, is that what kind of like, it sounds like to me you're aware that there are gifts that are given in life that we're not necessarily entitled to, right? Yep. It's like God gives these things to certain people, and he also allows people to carry some crosses. So what keeps you, like it sounds like to me that you have an understanding of that.
Yep. But
even with that understanding and the struggles that you go through, not just this, but in life, what keeps your faith going? Why believe in a God that lets you go through all these struggles?
Because we're not that I have, but we're working on embracing our cross, because he paid the ultimate price on his cross. So our cross doesn't compare anything close to what he went through for us. So if he's willing to go through that for us, and he's allowing us to have our cross, which could lead to our salvation into heaven, that's what I'm willing to embrace. So when you were speaking upon, just a second ago, you were talking about how, there's gifts and certain things that God gives to certain people. I hope he allows me to talk about it. But Father Eli from St. Joseph. So when we found out, we went and spoke to him, because he's Sandy's original spiritual father. So we went to speak to him. That's exactly what he said to us. He goes, before you speak about anything or understand anything, having a child is a gift. Okay? And not everyone is, how do I say it? God doesn't always give that gift to everyone. It's not something that you deserve. Not everyone deserves having a child. Not that it's a bad thing, but it's not something that I want a child and I deserve to have one. It doesn't work like that. It's a gift from God, and he might not give you a child. It might not be in your path, but that could be for something else. There could be another path that he's pushing you towards. So that's something that keeps us going, is knowing that yes, we carry a cross. It's a big cross. It's not always easy to deal with on a day-to-day basis, but we're learning to accept it. And like I said, we're hoping that this cross helps us with our salvation into the kingdom of God.
100%. And I mean, I'm not the final judge, but it sounds like you're well on your way.
We hope so.
Bro, honestly, it's so refreshing and beautiful to hear people that are just, who have their ultimate goal,
yep,
like so clear, and that's what you're working towards.
And I just want to say, for anyone that's going through any sort of trouble, don't think that, if you have those times where you've got bad thoughts or you're thinking about other things, it's normal. We all have those thoughts. The devil plays his part in our brains, but it's the way you overcome it, and the way you move forward with it after that is what plays the part. So, Amen.
Like I've heard Father Mike Schmitz say once, not his idea, but I heard it from him, so I always give him the credit. But he speaks about anti-fragile faith, and he says there are 3 types. There's fragile faith, which, or there's just fragility in general, which means that you pass through hardship and you come out broken from it. And then there's, I always forget the resilient. There's resilience, where you go through a hardship and you come out the same. And then there's something called anti-fragile, which is you go through a hardship and you come out even stronger than you were before.
Yep.
And humans are anti-fragile. Like, we're able to go through hardship and come out stronger. So you're spot on, bro. It's how you come out the other side.
That's it.
I don't know, give a little, I can't say what I was going to say. Give a little shove it to the devil.
That's it.
Is that a good way to say it?
Yeah.
I was going to do a Tigers celebration.
Did you? Songs.
Yeah, 100%. Maybe add a Tigers celebration to one of the songs to the devil. Yeah, that's what I was going to say, but I was like, no, not appropriate. Yeah, so good to hear. God bless you.
Thank you.
All right, back to the music. I want to know, and I'm cautious of time, so because we have a lot to talk about. There's still footy, bro, that we have to get through as well.
That's a big part at the moment.
Far out. So much to talk about. But I want to know I have 2 favourite songs of yours.
Yes.
One is Do or Die.
I think that's everyone's favourite. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great one. Who features someone that we've recorded a podcast with but hasn't been released yet. Legend. Absolute legend. And then that's Do or Die, yeah? I'm not tripping out.
Yeah, it is Do or Die.
I was going to say, because I get them confused. The other one is, and I always forget the name of it. I think it's your last one. The one where can I say that? Yeah, that you featured in? The one about Lebanon?
The one for Lebanon, yep.
Yeah. What's that called again? Sorry.
Broken Heart.
Don't look at us.
Broken Heart.
All right, cool. Sorry, yeah, I always forget the name of it because I know it as the Lebanon song.
It was actually 2. There's another Lebanon song.
Is it?
The explosion.
When the explosion happened.
4th of August. You forgot the explosion?
No, but I think maybe I've got Broken Heart and
Broken
the
Heart
explosion one confused.
Is the recent one.
Is the other one Battle Scars?
No. Salute Beirut.
No, okay, no, it's Broken Heart.
Yeah.
Sorry, because that one was too far down. That was like your 3rd song or something from what it looks like on YouTube. Yeah. So, no, it would be Broken Heart.
Yeah.
So they're my favourites, right? But do you have a favourite? That took a while to get to that point because we were trying to figure out the name.
Like
Sorry.
Yeah. That's all right. My favourite is Do or Die is one of them. Only because a lot of effort went into that song. The other one is my first one, Saviour. That was one because it was my first song that I've ever put out there, and it was about faith. So they're my 2 favourites.
That first one, is that?
Yeah, that's my first.
The sentiment,
favourite.
it's the most sentimental.
It is, but if you listen to that one and you listen to the most recent ones, that you can see how much I've changed and evolved in, writing Christian music and writing about faith and understanding rap a bit more now, putting more technical words together.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. You would progress over the years. Like when did you write that first song? Do you know?
That first song was 2020. I'm pretty sure.
That's Saviour.
Yeah.
2020.
2020.
Was that in the heart of COVID?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wrote that song in 45 minutes.
In 45 minutes?
45 minutes.
How long does it take you to write a song now?
If I'm in the mood, like that's it, I need to write a song, I can write 2 verses in an hour.
Wow.
An hour and a half.
You know, I've tried to write a song before for my music class.
I'd love to hear that.
It didn't eventuate. I don't know how to write.
I thought that was going somewhere else. I was like, what?
No. I'm about to perform it for you guys.
What's the song's name?
There was no name. I could not. Firstly, it was hard enough to think about something to write about.
Yeah.
Then I thought about it, right?
What did you write about? He's getting there.
I didn't write. That's
He
the
didn't
point.
start.
Oh, wow. I missed that part.
I went to write, I needed to for my music assignment. anyway, I didn't write it myself. Because I just couldn't. It's it's such a difficult process.
It's not easy. I might have just made it sound easy, but it's not. It's not easy. It's if your mind's flowing and you've got something to talk about, like something to let out, it'll come naturally. If you don't, it's very hard.
All right, guys, does your foot roll in like mine, or maybe even roll out? Or do you just need general treatment for nail and skincare? For any problems with my feet, I go to MJ Podiatry. They're a mobile home visit network servicing all of Sydney, offering expert podiatry care for general treatments, sports injuries, custom orthotics, ingrown nails, and footwear advice, and offer NDIS and home care packaging. Visit mjpodiatry.com.au, call 0412 389 278, or email info@mjpodiatry.com.au to book your appointment today. Use code ATG10 for 10% off your treatment. But how like I can write my, like I've journaled before in like adoration, for example, and I'll write like pages and pages, whatever's on my heart, I'll write. Because I enjoy writing.
Yep.
But how do you write music with that? Like, I can write all my thoughts down, but if I was to try and make that a song, there's no chance. Was that natural to you, or?
Not at the beginning. It started to become more natural because I started to get used to it.
You just did it so much.
So I just started to, I've done it so much that I just became used to it. Like if you're writing about Lebanon or about the blast, so you've got something to talk about. So you use that to your advantage. Faith. So, you might want to talk about the left is today. You use that to your advantage. So I've always got something that I want to start my music based on. That's what gets my mind flowing, and that's where it starts from. But there's times where I've looked at my phone for an hour, 2 hours, and one word has come out, and I've just closed my phone and said, "It's not today."
Yeah, fair.
So it's not as easy as I've made it out to seem. It can be hard at times.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I'm genuinely intrigued by this because I'm serious. I couldn't write you 2 lines if my life depended on it. Like, I just couldn't. How, when you first started, I know it's like coming more natural now, but when you first started, how did you learn to write even 2 lines? Because they generally they rhyme, right?
Yeah.
So how does that work? Do you figure out, do you write the first sentence and then you got to figure out a word that rhymes with the last word of that sentence and then make up the next? Do you know what I mean?
That's how I do it. So I always started with so whatever I wanted to base that song off, or start, like for instance, we want to pray for Beirut, and work off that. So Beirut will be the word that I want to rhyme with. And then I'll start working off that. So it's a little bit complicated, but I'll usually, as long as I get my first line written down and I get the next word that rhymes with that flowing, it starts to work a bit easier. But I've sat there and had to, open the dictionary and find the word that rhymes with that, and some understand what that word means, make sure I'm using the right word. So it's not always, the words don't always come to my head. I'm not very good at freestyling. So all my raps are all, written down. Like, if you told me to freestyle now, I wouldn't know where to start.
Yeah, fair.
So yeah,
you and me both, bro. Yeah, I don't know. Sarah and I, how you sing a song and you don't know the lyrics anymore, so you just make them up. Sarah somehow always figures out how to rhyme the words, and she comes up with good lines. Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
We can get you a
Put
beat
Sarah
if you
on a
want.
beat.
Yeah, let's do it, Sarah. Let's go. Anyone beatbox here? Sandy's on it. Yeah, genuinely, I can't do it. So that's why, sorry, I'm really hanging on this one thing,
fine.
but it's because I'm genuinely intrigued.
Yeah.
It's never made sense to me. So I think that's genuinely something that you're chosen for. And it's not for everyone, I've come to learn that.
Well, yeah. I think podcasting's not for, if I was to sit there and do my own podcast, I don't think I'll be able to do it because I wouldn't know what to talk about or where to start.
I mean,
so
You'd be surprised, bro.
And I can talk. I can talk underwater, but I just wouldn't know where to start.
That's fair. That's fair. You'd be surprised. With podcasting, you would be surprised. This is not anything natural to me, which I don't think is such a surprise to anyone that would that's hearing that.
Well, you've done better than writing music.
Amen, right? This is very true. That's why I've stuck to this. Last thing on music is, and like we kind of touched on earlier, I was asking you if you had any new projects and stuff, which I know you do, and you haven't been able to release just yet. Is there a time frame?
Not yet, but we'll say this year. There's 3-4 months left, so sometime this year I'll release one of the ones that I've already recorded. They're all ready. Just trying to figure out whether I want to do a lyric video for it, because most of mine are lyric videos. I'm shy behind the camera, so that's why I like Do or Die, because it was, a video clip. Shout out to New Arc for recording that one. But yeah, so definitely sometime this year I'll release 1 or 2.
Beautiful. Well, this is good practice to be in front of a camera. You're going to be all right, I reckon.
Honestly, I think this one's a lot harder.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, fair. I get that. But, like, can you keep a straight face? Like, just in serious situations? So if you're being recorded for a video clip, do you just laugh the whole time?
No, I don't, because you got your music playing. So you got your music playing on a speaker behind. So you can go with it. So when he plays the music on his computer, you're aligned with it, so it doesn't have to do too much work to line it up.
Yeah.
But when we recorded that video clip, we had people walking past, we had people looking at us, people, they must have thought, who's this person?
Yeah.
It was a bit awkward.
Fair.
But yeah, you've just got to...
You should have had a banner there, so if they wondered, with like a QR code. So if anyone wondered, who are these people? What are they doing? Bang, scan the QR code, yeah. They know it's Big Fayez K, bro.
We should have done that.
Sorry, for all your marketing needs, just reach out. That's all I've got. I've got nothing else to offer. Sorry, everyone.
All good.
And where can people find you?
YouTube. All my songs are on YouTube, but they're also on most streaming platforms. Or I think they're on all of them. Spotify, most or the big names. But if you want to say the originals, are all on YouTube under Fayez K official.
Beautiful. And we'll have that written in our description as well. But that's Fayez space K. For anyone who can't see the description or is just listening. I don't know if things will just probably come up about life as we keep going.
Yep.
But I think it's an appropriate time that we talk about really what we think is the main event, I suppose.
Elephant in the room.
Yes, the elephant in the room.
Since we've been messaging about footy for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I think it's time that comes out.
That's right. Exactly. Now, apologies in advance to anyone listening who's not a Bulldog supporter, but we're both Bulldog supporters. What typically happens is...
What a shame.
We mainly just talk Bulldogs, right? But we're going to talk a bit more footy as well. You good with that?
Yeah. I think we should talk about Penrith.
Beautiful. We will definitely speak about Penrith.
Then straight to the...
Actually, you know what? Let's start with Penrith, just to throw people off. We're not starting with the Bulldogs here. All right? So Penrith, firstly, what do you think of them resting players?
I think they're scared of the Bulldogs, to be honest with you.
Are you serious or are you joking?
No, I'm joking.
All right, I was like, well, take it easy, bro.
No, I think they've done the right choice. They look tired the last couple of weeks, and losing to 2 top four teams in a row, it plays a big part on you. And I think he's done the right thing. Whether he needed to rest 16 or 17 players, I don't know, but
safe.
Rested the whole team.
Play
safe.
Yeah, that's it.
Hope to God the Bulldogs don't lose this week, because it's going to be a shambles.
That would be very embarrassing. By the way, by the time this podcast comes out, the game would have been played already. And we could potentially... I don't actually know exactly when this podcast is coming out.
Yep.
Sorry. But... So we could be doing this like just before finals, for example. So we're going to do like a premature finals preview as well.
Yep.
Cool. But what you just said, if the Bulldogs lose, that'll be very embarrassing, very concerning. But because we're talking in future tense, if the Bulldogs lost, that was so embarrassing, bro.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah. Surely they don't lose. I don't know. Anyway.
I've seen them lose games they should have won.
Yeah.
Tigers.
That was bad. Have you seen the backlash around the Panthers resting their players?
I have. I've not a lot of it, but I've read a bit of it.
Bro, like media's going off, and all I hear is, well, the fans pay tickets, like they pay for tickets to come and see, the best players play or whatever. Bro, go sit down. The fans want to see a premiership. No one cares if they're resting. Most Panthers fans would be happy that Panthers are resting players, so that they can actually, like, hit the ground running in the finals. They can go all out.
I think what they're mainly complaining about was the blockbuster that was supposed to be.
Oh yeah, I've also heard that. Yeah,
That's what I read. That it was supposed to be a big game. Bulldogs coming back for redemption. They lost earlier in the year, which I think we should have won. And they kind of ruined it. I think they were expecting a big crowd, and then now they're saying that the Bulldogs fans might be there. Penrith fans probably won't. Well, that's up to their fans because we're gonna be there.
yeah.
So and I
So
think
true.
I personally think the Dogs should go out and play their heart out. It doesn't matter who they're versing.
Yeah, 100%.
They're fighting for a top 4 place, and they should go out there and think they play like they're playing against the full squad team.
100%. And it's Panthers, bro. You just don't know. Their system's crazy.
We've seen their reserve grade, beat big teams in the past around Origin time and that. So
true.
that's the one thing that worries me.
Yeah, I know. I know. But that's like, oh yeah, the blockbuster or whatever. Who cares, bro? They need to do what's best for their team. It's like, I don't know if you heard, like, this year around Origin time, was it game 3 they played at Accor?
Yes.
Yeah, and then after Brad Fittler was saying, Fittler was saying how Laurie Daly didn't get them to walk from wherever they used to walk from. They did that long walk, whatever it was, Center of Excellence or whatever, to the stadium. And he was like, it's like, yeah, I get, like, you want to be focused on the game and you want to win, Origin and all this stuff, but it's also about entertainment and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, no wonder you got sacked as the New South Wales coach, because you're more concerned about entertainment. No one cares, bro. They're out there to win. That's what teams do. If you're relying on the coach and the players to bring success to the club, then their decision is going to be result driven.
Yeah.
So if the best thing is that they rest players or they don't walk from the center of excellence to the stadium, then so be it, bro. That's what they're gonna do to win.
The journos always need a story to write about, and it's annoying.
They're so bored.
Take Lachlan Galvin for instance.
Yeah,
he does something good, they praise him. He does something wrong, he's the worst buy of the year.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
They just always need a story to write. Bro. I personally reckon if the Dogs win this week, they should rest their players next week.
Yeah, 100%.
Because we got a lot of injuries that a lot of players that are playing with, and they need to rest up, or else we're gonna feel it through the semi-finals.
So true. All the players are carrying injuries at this point of the year.
Yeah.
So, like, what's the problem, man? Rest them. So, fully agree. Dogs, you reckon they're a chance this year?
No. As much as it burns me to say that, no, I don't think they are.
Do you think that has anything to do with the disruption mid-year, or you think they were never a chance?
No, personal opinion, I think it does. I think it played a big part because the team that we seen in the beginning of the year and the team we're seeing now, I feel like it's two different teams. Yes, we versed a couple of easier teams during the beginning of the year, but I don't think that made a big difference. We beat Canberra. We came back, we were down, I can't remember how much it was. We scored like 30 points in the second half. We beat Roosters. We came back and we beat Roosters in the next week. So we were able to beat teams that were in the top 8. That wasn't an issue. But I do think the Lachlan Galvin and the Reid Marnie and all this stuff that's happened midway has played a big part, because I feel like they're not getting used to their playing together at the moment. I think there's a lot of confusion about where the ball's supposed to go and who's playing what role, and yeah, I think it's played a big part. And if we aren't gonna make the grand final, I think that's gonna play a big part from there.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I think most people are getting caught up on the whole Lachlan Galvin thing, and I don't think he's a step down from Sexton, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I love Toby Sexton, and as Bulldogs fans, bro, like, you can't help but be grateful for what he did when we were struggling for so long. He's helped the side big time, and I'm the first person to not care about stats and all of this stuff. Like, I'm very much watch the game and you figure out who the better players are. Stats don't matter to me, really. But, like, I think it's Ethan Strange who's scored more tries than Toby Sexton has assisted this year. Like, that becomes a little bit problematic, yeah? Like,
It does.
you need your halfback to be setting up tries. And you could, like, some people may argue that, even now Galvin's not necessarily setting up tries, though I would argue, like, I'm not saying Galvin's necessarily a step up either from Sexton. Not yet. I think for the future, definitely. But I'm still confused at him being a halfback. But whatever, there's heaps of confusion around him. But some people would make the argument that, like, the last person to make the pass, for example, who gets the try assist is usually the centre or the fullback or whatever. So maybe Crichton's usually throwing that last pass rather than Sexton or whatever. And, I mean, you could make that argument, fair. But to be honest, if that's the case, then that speaks to, in my opinion, more problems around the halfback than less. Like, if you're saying that to justify the halfback, I would say that actually is kind of a bigger problem, that he's not throwing that last pass.
100%.
Plus, bro, how long has it been since we've had good attack? Like 11 years, probably.
Something like that, yeah.
Since we've had decent attack. So, I don't know what it is. We've had different players, different coaches, different systems, and we still can't attack. I don't know if it's the jersey. Who knows? Might be the colours.
Change the colours.
Who knows? It's just a struggle in attack.
It is. It's a struggle in attack, and I don't know what it is. Look, what I personally would have done with Galvin is I probably would have put him straight into reserves, and I would have left him there for the rest of the year. Only because we were doing so good with what we had at that time. I wouldn't have thrown him in there, midway of the year when we were coming first on the ladder. We had only lost maybe 2 games the whole year. And thrown Sexton out. I probably would have put him in reserves, let him get used to, playing for the Bulldogs in reserves, finished off the year. Because like they said, they're not trying to win a quick premiership. They're trying to, do a dynasty, win 3-4 in a row, whatever it is. So whether he played this year or he played next year, it wouldn't have made a difference. Also, I've seen Sexton, I've seen the Bulldogs win with Sexton playing, with Haywood and Burton out. And I don't think the Dogs would win if Galvin was in there and Burton was out with Haywood next to him. Because I feel like he's also relying, just like Sexton, they're also relying on Burton. Which something you can't have with your halfback. You need your halfback to play his game and your 5'8" to play his game and work around each other. I feel like if they're continuously relying on Burton, one, it's going to burn Burton out because he's got to do everything. And 2, then what's the point of changing your halfback? He's got to... The one thing... Look, he's a good player, but the one thing I've seen, he throws too many hospital passes. And I've realised the last couple of weeks is his reading plays wrong. So if you look at the players on the field, Bailey Haywood, for instance, at number 9, the play's meant to go left. For some reason, Galvin goes right.
Yeah.
It's meant to go out to, to the back line. He throws a hospital pass to one of the forwards. And I've seen Haywood a few times put his hands up like, the ball's meant to come this way, what happened? So I think he's got a lot of learning, but I think he should have ended up in reserves just to finish off the year. And, get rid of Sexton just like they wanted and bring him into start off the year next year, and he'll have a whole year to play with the team.
Yeah. It was a massive disruption. I think the disruption behind, like, the disruption off the field is a bigger disruption. I can't think of the word. Than the disruption on the field.
Yep.
So, like, I think the fact that Sexton got dropped for Galvin, I think that had a bigger effect on the players, like, mentally, than it actually did, like, than it actually does on the field with Galvin being there, if that makes sense. So it's not necessarily that Galvin is playing terribly, though he's not playing the best either, like you mentioned. I think you were spot on about what you said. I think the bigger thing is that, like, players are probably, like, dirty at, not at Galvin, but at the situation.
You wouldn't be. Imagine being at work and you've done all the work for your boss the whole year, and this new person comes in and he shoves you to the side and says, "Sorry, mate, he's taken over."
Yeah.
You know, I would be.
Yeah.
It's
And your mates around you would be who went through the struggle with you.
Team. Like, you were winning. You were first on the ladder. It's not like we were, at the bottom of the ladder and that happened. You'd say, "All right, things have got to change."
Yeah.
We were winning games with Sexton there.
Yeah.
We're winning games with, like, Red Marnie, for instance. He's playing 10 minutes. The way I say is, either put him on or get rid of him. Why is he playing 10 minutes?
Yeah,
What's the point?
It's a waste.
It's a waste. He's got his discipline's not all there. We all know that. But he's a good player. I think Bailey Hayward's a good 9, but he's got he's got a little bit to learn as well. So, either play him or just get rid of him completely. Just throw him in the reserves grade like you've done to Sexton.
Yeah.
But I think it was a very big disruption. I think there's people a bit upset about it in the Bulldogs camp, and they're not showing it. But you've been playing with the guy for 2 years or 3 years, whatever it's been. It's not easy to. And the way I remember against the Parramatta, they threw him on there, and they allowed him to go to a Sexton that you're moving to 9. Like, imagine this little 19-year-old kid come and tell you, "Mate, I'm taking your spot, move over."
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's not something easy to take.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think the only people laughing at the moment are the Tigers.
Yeah, 100%.
In that instance. Not only that they won against us, and they won against Galvin, but they probably feel like, they bit the bullet with, Galvin, because everyone expected him to come in and, the Bulldogs were going to, I've lost forwards.
Carve up.
Yeah, they're going to carve up, and I think that's what most Bulldogs fans were hoping would happen.
Yeah.
Me being one of them, because I knew it's going to go completely right or it's going to go completely wrong.
Yeah.
And I think at the moment it's not either way, but we're in the middle.
Yeah.
We've got the best defence in the comp, but at the moment we're allowing a fair few tries to come in. Against Melbourne, I feel like the second half was really good. The first half was shocking. But I feel like in the second half, I don't know what he said to him in the sheds. He must have said something. But
say it before the game, so they come out in the first half.
Yeah, it always happens with the Bulldogs. Yeah. If you remember the old Bulldogs, they would play good in the first half, and then they come out in the second half and just forget about what they.
Yeah.
Now it's the opposite.
Yeah.
They forget how to play in the first half, and the second half I don't know, whatever that is. They're smelling in that little container. I think it's working.
The smelling salt.
That's it.
Is that what it is?
Apparently, it's like some, I don't know.
I think
it's what they call smelling salt.
Yeah. I think it gives you a bit of rush of energy, and it opens up your airways.
Yes,
if I'm correct.
Opens up your sinuses or something like that. It's like oxygen to rush to your brain, and then it's like coffee, but like stronger.
Nice.
I didn't know that, to be honest. I just assumed, it was like some sort of like wake up energy boost thing.
Eucalyptus or something.
Oh yeah, like kind of like that.
Whatever it is.
Off topic.
Yeah, but I agree. I thought Sexton, I was saying earlier in the season that we should drop Sexton. I still stand by it. Like, I know we're coming first, but I thought I saw a better option than Sexton, but it wasn't Galvin. My better option than Sexton has always been Hayward.
Yep.
I think Hayward is a halfback through and through. I sound like a broken record, so anyone listening to the podcast, just keep listening to it, because repetition, it'll get stuck in your mind. Then you'll put it out onto social media, and maybe Cameron Serrato will see it. Who knows? You know.
You never know.
Hayward's a halfback through and through. I think he's wasting, to be honest. And I'm hoping to get him on the pod. He's practicing Catholic, Bailey Hayward.
Yep.
Always nice to know. Hoping to get him on the pod, and then I'll tell him when he's on here that I think he's wasting his potential staying at the Bulldogs. And that's sad for me to say because I'm a Bulldog supporter.
Yep.
But to have signed for another 2 years to play hooker, bro, if I was Hayward, I'd be dirty. And I wouldn't be dirty, but I'd be going to other clubs and saying, I can play halfback for you.
Yep.
Look at what I've done in 5/8. Look at what I've done in Cup at halfback and the lower grades. Like I can lead your side. Dragons, Titan. Like if he wants to ruin his career, he'll go Titans. But but they need a halfback, you know. So whatever. Go like if I was Hayward. Not that I know better than him, right? But like, I just think he deserves to be playing halfback, and at the very least, playing lock. Like he needs to just be a ball player in the middle of the field somewhere.
Well, if you look at those games early in the year where it was him and Sexton, his kicking game was spot on.
Yeah, man.
He took control of the game. He was actually, he fit in that role really good. The problem is with the Dogs now is, man, they're going to end up with too many halves. Well, now they're getting rid of Sexton, but you got Burton. You got Haywood that can play half.
Yeah.
You've got Galvin. You got Mitchell Wood that eventually would want to come up.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to have a problem of who stays, who goes, and who's going to play what role.
Well, apparently they're happy to let Burton go.
I heard that today too.
Yeah. If Burton goes, Bulldogs are officially the dumbest people in, like the dumbest team. If we didn't have Matt Burton in our team this year, we would have won half the games that we did.
It's
Like
100%.
max. We don't know how to get out of our 20. Like sometimes we just get stuck there.
Yeah.
Who's the one that gets us out? Bro, we're screwed without Matt Burton.
Well, if you watch the Warriors game not 2 weeks ago, it was actually his kicking game that won us the game. Because every time he would kick it into their half and our defense will catch up to him, we were keeping them in their 20 or their 30 where they had to kick it and we were catching the ball, 50 meters out.
Yeah, bro.
So every time he done that, that's what won us the game because we kept them away from the try line.
100%.
And I don't think there's anyone in that team that can kick like Burton.
Nah.
Galvin can't kick
No way.
that far.
No
Sexton
way.
can't kick that far.
Not even Hayward can.
Yeah.
Bro,
I don't know.
I'm going to lose it if they let Burton
I
go.
just want to put it out
Me
there.
too.
Sandy is she was atheist to football. She didn't follow football until she met me. And as much as it might sound bad, but I did push the Bulldogs onto her. And now she can
So you should have.
She can name literally any player in the team, and you've got to see her lose it when the Bulldogs are losing.
Bro, Sandy, what a boss. Fayez, what a boss, bro. I'm working on it with Sarah still. Sarah's passionate, but she's not. The knowledge isn't there yet.
I like their hairstyles. Kind of. Mullet 1, mullet 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Or their teeth.
Sandy. Who's your
Love
favourite
me
player,
a-
Sandy?
Love me a good Matt Burton.
Yeah? Oh, you're going to be
Man.
Who's your
Devo.
favourite player?
Matt Burton. It was Crichton. But when everyone wants that pair of pants or they want that and then no, I don't want what everyone wants.
Yes, that's how I am.
And
I get that.
I think everyone needs a Maddie in their life.
Everyone needs a Matty
Love us a
Burton.
Burton.
I respect it. Do you know Hectic Fred?
Yep.
You know, have you heard him call Matt Burton my Pookie
My
Bear?
Pookie Bear, yes.
It's the best thing. And it sounds like he's your Pookie Bear.
He is definitely my Bulldogs Pookie Man. My original Pookie Man's Fayez.
Hey! Yeah, it is.
My 2.0 is definitely Maddie.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Go Sammy. What
If
a
Cameron
boss.
Serraldo is listening and Gus, everyone needs a Matt Burton.
100%.
So just
Amen.
think about that in the coming years if you ever think of getting rid of him.
You know what? We've got to make that a hashtag or something, We've got to start a trend here. Everyone needs a Matt Burton.
That's it.
Everyone needs a Maddie.
Yes. Send that out somewhere. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Just get it out
The
there.
atmosphere.
Get it
And
out
I
there.
ran through.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, I'm not even kidding. I rate Bailey Hayward so highly that, yeah, I think he's absolutely wasted in hooker. Like, absolutely wasted. I think he's a good hooker. There are things now that bug me about him in hooker, but that's because he's like still fresh in the position. Yeah. Played a little bit in cup before he debuted, but like the 9 is completely fresh to him.
Yeah.
So that all makes sense. Like, I'm not mad at him, but it's just he's completely wasted there. We've lost the ball player. And the fact that, I'm sorry to Joseph Bullos, who was on the podcast earlier this year, who said his unpopular opinion is that he doesn't understand all the salmon hate. And I agreed with him at the time. I was like, I don't understand the hate, but I think there are better players than him.
Yep.
Now, the fact that I commented on the Bulldogs post after last game and then I deleted it, I was like, nah, I can't be that bad. I can't be that bad. So I was fuming. But I commented on the Bulldogs post, okay, since deleted, and I said, the fact that Josh Curran had to sit on the bench for 80 minutes as 18th man and watch Jamin Salmon start is a crime against rugby league. It's a joke. This guy, I'm sorry. It's nothing against Jamin Salmon personally. I don't know the guy.
Yep.
I just think there are better options than him. And you got to start Kurt. This is what I would do if I was coach, all right? Let me know. I'm going to sound crazy to most Bulldog supporters, all right? 6 Burton, 7 Hayward, 13 Kurt Mann, and I would be playing Lachlan Galvin off the bench as the lock. I'd send him to the gym every single day. Don't train on the field with anyone. Stay in the gym and just build up muscle, build up size, because he's a giant. I don't know if you know, but Lachlan Galvin is like 6'4".
Hell, I didn't know that.
Right, he's taller than me. He's a giant. So if he just put on size, he could be a solid ball playing lock.
Yeah.
Anyway, he wouldn't have come to the Bulldogs for that. But like, that's what I would be doing.
I've heard that from a few people. For that, what you just said.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I believe he'll be a good lock.
Not bad.
Yeah,
well. Same.
Like, I liked Hayward in the halves. Like I said, there's earlier games where Burton was out or he was injured, whatever it was.
Yeah.
He fit straight in and he played good. You know, so I feel like it was a good position for him.
100%.
Do I feel like he looks a bit lost at hooker? I do. But he's playing well. But he does look a bit lost. He's obviously out of position.
Yeah, that's right.
When you're out of position, it's not easy just to throw yourself in there and, play your best footy.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And Reid Money, I was so wrong about him. I said at the start of the year, I don't want him.
Yep.
I said there are better hookers in the game. Get rid of Reid Money and get someone else. Fully wrong. All right, like you said, his discipline not the best. But other than that, bro, I'm so devastated that we've let him go now. I was so wrong about Reid Money.
Hooker's his position, that's why.
Yeah.
That's what he knows how to play.
And he's a
good
grub.
hooker.
Yeah. And he's a grub, which is so good. Like, you need that in the team.
It reminds me of
I love
Ennis.
grubs. Yes. 100%. And like all these people, bro, sometimes I feel like Brad Fittler, Andrew Johns, all these people have never played footy ever before. Is they're like, Reid Money has to get that out of his game or whatever. And they're like getting cut at Reid Money being a grub on the field.
Yeah.
Like, can you sit down? Like, are you a pansy, bro? This is just a part of the game. You get into people's heads.
Yeah.
And no one, in my opinion, at the moment, does that better than Reid Money.
100%.
So it's I think that's a positive in his game. Yeah, please.
I saw something online. Apparently, like, the Dogs used to get bullied a lot. And ever since he's jumped on, he's technically, like, defended us.
Yes.
Is that what the grub is?
Yeah. That's
Bullying
exactly
the
what...
bullies?
That basically, yes. That's what I mean. I think it's natural in his game.
The grub is getting under the players' skins.
Yeah.
So getting them off their game.
But part of that was that Cameron's. It's in my favorites on YouTube. Actually, can I play it for you quickly? Yeah. They asked him. So Reid Money. It was after one game. I don't know what. I can't remember the exact game. It was last year, I think. Reid Money had done something, and it was the big talk is like he got under a forward's skin, and then they reacted and whatever. And so they were asking him in the press conference after, where's favourites in here? Oh, here we go. They asked Cameron Serrato about it. and Cameron Serrata did not back down. Like, he didn't condemn like Reed Marnie's actions, anything. He backed him up, and he said exactly what you just said, Sandy. So
Maybe that's what I saw then.
maybe actually.
He loves his mates, and he's not going to allow that to happen.
Just forward it straight to the point.
Mistakes along the way, but as long as we're learning from
Sort of look to nurture that side of him, that competitive edge. How do you approach that as a coach?
Oh, sorry.
Reed found himself in the middle of a bit of a fracas for the second week in a row there. Do you talk to him about that stuff, or do you sort of look to nurture that side of him, that competitive edge? How do you approach that as a coach?
Well, Reed loves his mates. He wants to be there to stick up for them, and if something happens, he's going to be the first one there, and that's the sort of team we want to be. You know, our team in the past has been stood over, and you know, there's been nothing done about it. So they've made a pact this year that they're not going to let that happen anymore. And Reed's a leader who loves his mates, and he's not going to allow that to happen either.
Is it a tough line to walk though, Cameron, particularly when you've got a team like Penrith who are so composed and so gritty?
Hope
Like,
we don't get
if you sort
copyrighted.
of can let that edge, that sort of side of you, I guess, that competitive edge get out of hand. Like, is it a tough balance to strike?
Not if you stick true to what you believe in and what you value. We value our connection as a football team and sticking up for your mate. So no one here is going to take a backward step.
I love him. Good man.
Absolute beast. Oh, sorry. Sorry, it's one more.
From the sounds of it, do you think it's the opposite? You almost encourage that ability to stick up for your mate?
She's talking about Joey Johns, how he said Reed Marnie needs to calm down, basically, right?
Yeah, it's, you know, we do encourage the ability to stick up for your mates, but I understand through, you know, third person running in, it can get a bit messy at times, but again, as a football team, you just want to be a team that sticks up for your mates and doesn't let someone walk all over you, and I've seen it in the past and I don't want to see it again.
Oh,
Tell
I
him.
loved it. It just G'd me up, and I favoured it straight away. Because what a take. That was spot on, Sandy. Spot on. That is exactly what Reed Marnie offered the team. Is he was always the first one running in. Don't mess with anyone.
Well, speaking on that, you know, for a few years the Bulldogs lost their Bulldogs culture, as they said it, and I think he brought it. He was one of them that brought it back. You know, that
100%.
strong, that feed, you know, players, the feed team that, you know, everyone's scared about, the most spoke about team.
Yeah.
The fans can't stand the Bulldogs, all their fans.
Yeah.
You know, the stuff that we love as Bulldog supporters.
100%.
I think he's one of one of the first ones to bring that back, because I do believe it was lost for a few years.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's devastating. I can't believe that was going to sound prideful, but I was going to be like, I can't believe I was so wrong on Reed Marnie, like as if I haven't been so wrong about heaps of other things. But as in, I can't believe I thought that about Reed Marnie, like at the start of the year.
Yep.
And then now I'm like, bro, such. I don't know what we're doing, honestly, but. Who knows? Like, you trust Gus and Serrata and whatever. Like, I've learned to trust them after like doubting all of their signings before, all the utilities and stuff, and they proved us wrong. But here is like, it feels like we're seriously taking a backward step.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to play a big part in the semis. Well, it's looking like we're going to most likely versus Melbourne. In Melbourne.
I think that's best case scenario.
Yeah.
Do you think so? Or would you rather versus Panthers or Raiders first week?
No, probably versus Melbourne. I think Canberra's on a roll, and I think Penrith, after they have a break, they're going to come out, you know, like Penrith.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. He knows what, you know, Cleary knows what he's doing there. And I think if there's a team I would want to verse, would probably be Melbourne. Only because we just versed them, and we kind of got their playing role still, you know, fresh in our brains.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, it's not easy playing at Amy Park in Melbourne, but I think, that's the best case scenario would be.
I think so. I think even at our worst, like when we were at our worst, most times we versed Melbourne, we gave them a run for their money.
Yeah.
Like,
I
even
think
when
we did
our
last year as well.
Yeah.
We lost just at the end, or I can't remember how that game ended, but it was a close game as well.
We're always like, well, 9 times out of 10, we're close to Melbourne, even if they run away with it at the end or something.
Yep.
Like, even those years we were absolutely rubbish, weren't winning any games, we would always give Melbourne a run for their money. Bulldogs are a hard team for Melbourne. So I would rather versus Storm. They'd have Jerome Hughes back, which is
That's
huge.
a big part.
Yeah.
I think what we need is a goal kicker.
Oh my gosh.
You know, you can't keep losing games because of goal kicking.
Do they not work on goal kicking in training?
I don't think they do, to be honest with you.
Bro, Stephen Crichton, I love him. But even, yes. Yeah, amen.
I'm with you. Before you even said it, I'm with you.
Yeah. Even when he gets his kicks, he can't strike the ball cleanly. Is that what you were agreeing with? Yeah.
She thinks Burden should be kicking, which I believe he should be too, because he can kick.
I think so.
The bloke's known for his kicks.
Yeah. I think so. Like he's no sharpshooter by any means either necessarily.
No, he's missed a few as well.
Yeah. But I think
feel
he's the best option.
He looks more natural when he kicks. Crichton looks like he's not comfortable when he kicks. The ball doesn't always, you know. And I've seen him miss kicks closer to the goal, and I've seen him get ones in further away. He's like complete opposite to the other goal kicker in there.
It's so true, bro.
You know, those games that you need to win, and goal kicking's got to play a part. You've got to work on it. You know, that game last
100%.
week, yes, they might have been up by 2 points, but it was those 2 goal kicks that he missed that would have put us 2 points behind.
That's right.
You know, you could have kicked a 40-meter field goal. There's a million things that could have happened that could have changed that game.
Yeah, that's right.
Game. You know, obviously, you know, bombing 3 tries or 2 tries didn't help us.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It's true. So true.
Ball handling.
I think that's not... honestly, I don't think Bulldogs deserve to win anyway. But it's hard to say that a team doesn't deserve to win if they win. Because if they won, they deserved it. But even if the Bulldogs had won, I would have just been like, you barely deserve that. But I think that Stephen Crichton no try, I mean, was not I don't think it was a try because the rule is whatever. It's a stupid rule. You can argue that, whatever. But the rule is he had to regather it and he didn't. Yeah. So fair call. But my thing was they didn't even look at the potential of a penalty try. Which I think was the case. I think if that same thing happens 20 meters back, Storm are penalised for having taken him out. But it happened over the try line and they didn't even look at it.
Well, if you see one of his, I think it was his left hand, was it? No, his right hand was still behind him because, you know, the player, I can't remember what player was holding it back for a bit. Yeah. So it's a bit harder. How are you going to score a try with one hand? How are you going to try and recover when you've got one hand in front of you, one hand stuck behind you? Yeah. On top of them taking him out as he was running towards the ball. So you're right.
I thought that was crazy.
There was a few calls in that game. There was, you know, the first try for Melbourne, they confirmed the try. Didn't even look like they looked at it, to be honest with you. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen that one. The try confirms came a bit quick. Not saying that would have won us the game, but, you know, it didn't look like he actually put the ball down. There was no angle to prove that.
Yeah. So, but I don't know if the bunker's looking at. My assumption was that the bunker was looking at different angles that they didn't show.
They might have on TV. If that was the case, then yeah.
That's what I assume. I'd like to think that, otherwise I'll go mental.
You end up like Sandy. Sandy after the game, I'll be trying to sleep, and she's still going on about the game. Yeah, she's worse than me.
Sandy, are you serious?
I can't let it go.
Don't honestly.
We've learned to as Bulldog supporters over the years. We've learned to let it go. You have to.
It'll come with time.
It'll come in time. That's right.
I can't. Honestly, that's a blessing. I can't agree with that.
Well, I'm on Anthony's side then.
Yeah. If Fayez ever goes to sleep, don't worry. I'll just message me. I'll be ranting with you.
I'll tell you why. Because I honestly didn't expect us to beat Melbourne. I didn't think we had it in us.
Oh, okay, fair.
Only because of that game against the Roosters. And look, we're not the team to lose by a big scoreline and come back the next week and, you know, put it all out there. The first half showed that. Whatever happened in the second half, I don't know what happened in the second half. They came out and played differently, but the first half showed that. Yeah, yeah. You know, Saralda sat there and said that everyone's on notice. If I was the Bulldogs, I would have came out and with all guns blazing first half because you've got a point to prove. Yeah. You know, the whole year everyone's been saying that you just can't be you can't be a top 8 team, you can't be a top 4 team. How much can us as supporters back you when it comes down to that point where you're versing top 4 teams and you're losing? Yeah. Or you're versing top 8 teams and you're losing. Yeah. You know, It's a different ball game now. Whatever happened in the beginning of the year is different. You got a different hooker at the moment. You got a different half. So when you beat Canberra, the Roosters, and all these players, all these teams. It's completely different now. And you know, it's hit the point where how much can you defend them when we're being put on that we can't beat a top 4 team and
they're not
we
showing
haven't
up
beat a
still.
top 4 team yet.
Yeah.
We Canberra in the beginning of the year, but like I said, that's different.
That was an anomaly.
That was I actually thought they were gone in that one. How they came back.
Yeah, that was crazy. Far out.
Crichton played a big part in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give
Scored a
Crichton
try,
an early
Set
ball.
up another try like 3 minutes later.
I think we've figured out how to use Crichton now. Well, no, we haven't figured it out, but we're figuring it out slowly.
Yep.
Which is good. That's a positive. But, yeah, I don't know. I think Bulldogs have had one of the easiest draws out of all the teams.
100%.
Like, they had every chance to be in the top 4, and I think that's what's helped them be in the top 4.
Well, yeah, if you look at Penrith, for instance, Penrith were opposite us. So Penrith in the beginning of the year had a harder lineup draw.
Yeah.
If you look at the last, they said they won the last 9. Go look at the last 9 teams they beaten after the Bulldogs. They're all either lower top 8 teams or outside of the top 8.
Yeah.
So, you know, obviously you can win those games. We won all those games at the beginning of the year. But I think, we definitely had an easy draw, which for the first time, I think I haven't seen that in a while for the Bulldogs, because we're usually versing, those top 4, top 8 teams in a row at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, that's right. I would rather have the easier teams at the start. Builds momentum. You're at the top of it's harder to get to the top of the table from the bottom than it is for you to drop from the top of the table once you're there.
Let me ask you a question then.
Yep.
If we versed those top 8 or top 4 teams in the beginning of the year, would we be where we are now?
No, I don't think so. Yeah. That's why I like our draw.
Yeah.
I think we were lucky with it.
I feel like we gave ourselves enough wins to keep us there, because if we had those games at the beginning of the year, we'll probably we'll be top 8.
Yeah.
But we
100%.
wouldn't be top 4, I don't think.
No, because it's confidence, momentum, like everything. You're happier, which that has massive impacts on the field if you're just happier. All of that stuff. So who knows? I think it's a good way to see where the Bulldogs are at the moment, which isn't far off. Like, we lost to the Panthers by 2.
Yes, 2 points.
We lost to Storm by 1 try. What was it, 4 points, 6 points that we lost by?
4 points.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was 4 or 6 points, yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh, 6, I think. It was 2014.
We've beaten the Warriors. People can argue they haven't been playing their best, but they are a top 4 team.
Yeah, true.
You can't go. The ladder doesn't lie. But that's what confuses me about the NRL this year is how did the Bulldogs beat the Warriors? All right, then the next week lose to the Roosters, but then the Roosters get flogged by Para.
Yeah.
I understand Sam Walker was out. I understand that, but
But it's just that's the thing with inconsistent teams.
Yeah.
Is Roosters at their best can pretty much beat any team in the comp.
Yeah.
But they're not. They're just not consistent. And then Bulldogs probably got complacent. Maybe it was just a bad day for the players. They didn't rock up on the day. Who knows? Like, things like that happen. Like, Manly on their day can beat anyone as well.
Yeah.
But they've been terrible this year. Like, just inconsistent.
What I've realised about the Bulldogs is when they come out and they take control of the game, they win the game.
Yeah.
When they allow the other team to take control, it happened with Brisbane at the beginning of the year when we lost that game.
Yeah.
I think it was the first or the second game I think it was the first game we lost. Brisbane came out guns blazing. Reynolds had one of the best games I've seen him play this year.
Yeah.
And the Bulldogs were stunned, and I think that happened against the Roosters as well. They read our plays to a T.
Yeah.
They knew everything we were doing. They used Tupou as a warrior, and it burnt the Bulldogs severely.
Yeah, 100%.
So I feel like if they're confident and they come out confidently playing against no matter what team, they'll win. But they've got to be confident. If they come out and they allow the team to walk all over them, it's happened a lot this year. Where they've won games they shouldn't have won, and they've lost games that they definitely should have won.
Yeah, that's right. And it's massive. It's on their forward pack especially. Everything's on the forward pack. Halves.
Look at the size
Halves.
of the forward pack.
Yeah. But the size, like the size doesn't matter for us. Like they're aggressive, they have heart, whatever. They just need to come out with it. But I also think they need a bit of size. So to have Sam Hughes starting, I think is crucial.
Yeah.
I think Saluka Fafita needs to be in there just to have size on at all times. So we don't get bullied in the middle.
I want to ask you a question. Who do
Yeah.
you think is the fastest player in the Bulldogs at the moment? Because you're slow to me. Like,
Yeah, they are. Bro, you've actually...
Bro, Adam,
The fox.
Adam
Yeah.
Dewey made the break and no one could catch him.
Yes.
Not saying he's slow, but
He's not the fastest.
he's
Yeah.
not the fastest.
Like I think Bronson Cherry is the fastest in our team.
I think he is, and
Like in the first team.
yeah,
But Blake Wilson's quicker. And Ari Tuala's quicker.
yeah,
When Tuala was playing, I was happy because I was like, at least we have a bit of speed now. He's not the
Yeah.
fastest in the comp, but he's got speed. We don't have that.
we don't have that.
We're actually a slow team. It gives me anxiety.
After Josh Adakar left,
Yeah, we've got no one
they're
else.
very, very slow. I think
Very
that's why we
actually-
don't score. A lot of our tries are they're not long distance tries because
Can't Tracy?
Yeah, can't be. No, he's probably among the quickest. That's a good point, actually. It could even be Tracy over Sherry. But because Sherry does the sprint training, I just assumed it was Sherry.
Backhouse?
Because he was quick before.
Yep.
So, who did you say? No, say it.
We've nicknamed Cherry Bajos
Bejos. Why?
because he goes to St. Shabbos.
That's so fair. All right, Bejos. That's all we're going with. I'm going to call him God willing if he comes on the
comes on,
Please.
tell him he's been
renamed
renamed in the Maronite. The Maronite were right as Bejos.
as Bejos. God,
By Emilia.
Christ gave Simon the name Peter, and we give you the name Bejos. Yeah, I genuinely thought that the time when I looked at the time, it would be 20 minutes earlier than what it is.
I don't know what time it is. I don't have my phone. It's off.
Oh, I thought I touched it. There we go. Okay, this is not good. So, we've spoken about the Bulldogs. They're really the main topic, you know?
Yep.
I don't want to keep you for much longer. So, I'm going to ask you the final two questions because sack the rest of the comp. Who cares, bro? Whatever.
Bulldogs all the way.
Yeah, that's it. You know? Whatever. I'm hoping Panthers win if Bulldogs don't because that'd be crazy to have 5 in a row and winning outside the top 4. That's insane, bro.
That is insane, but...
Or Raiders. I love Raiders.
So I've got a competition with Sandy's stepbrother. He's a Penrith supporter. Well, he's a bandwagoner. He's a Tiger supporter.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
he's
gonna
not a
put it out
Panthers
there and he's
supporter.
gonna hate
Yeah.
Because he's giving me so much crap about the Bulldogs, especially when we lost against Penrith.
Oh.
And it will ruin it this week because he's going to use the excuse that we've got 17 players out if we win. That's the only reason why I'm hoping Penrith don't win.
Yeah.
But other than
fair.
that, no, I'd like
That's
to see
fair.
Canberra win. I think
Yeah,
they
same,
deserve it.
same. Yeah, 100%.
They've been really a consistent team all year.
Yeah.
Except when they lost to the Dogs, of course. But
Yeah, but they're deadly.
they are.
It's just finals experience. That's the only thing I think that'll get them.
Yeah.
But I would love to see Panthers win too. Raiders win too.
Yeah.
But yeah, the story, like the history that Panthers can make is crazy. That's what I love. All right, last two things. And I'll get both of you to answer this, please. All right. So, this is a new question we're asking our guests. You are starting your own NRL team, and you can pick one person from the Bible to be in your team, except Jesus.
Yep.
Who are you picking?
Got to answer. Peter.
I knew it.
I said on the last episode,
I knew it.
Samson and Peter will be everyone's first
I think
First
Peter reminds me of
answers.
Reed Money, for instance. Because I feel like that he'll be the one that's going to stick staunch
Yes,
and, back the team no matter what.
that is so fair. What position are you playing him? You compared him to Reed Marnie, so I don't know if you're putting him.
No,
in hooker.
I'll probably put him at halfback.
That's completely fair.
Yeah.
First
I think
Pope.
halfback. He deserves it.
He runs the show.
That's it.
He runs the
He
show.
runs the show. He's got I always said that if he was anything other than Jewish, I feel like he would be Lebanese. I feel like he's got that
Read
that
Marty's
passion
Jewish?
in him.
Hmm.
If you read,
No, Peter.
You know, I was gonna say, I was like, did I miss something?
I was like,
Sandy's like, read mine, he's Jewish.
sorry.
yeah.
Don't be sorry.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. It was close enough to Lebanon. You know, they were all, it's Middle Easterns, bro. We're all a bit
I
crazy.
just feel like he's got that that Lebanese mentality.
Yeah, psycho.
Soccer
Yeah.
sticks staunch and he's doesn't let anyone walk all over him.
Yeah. Love it. So
Bulldogs
Peter
squad.
at halfback. That's
That's
the
it.
way, 100%. Peter at halfback. So we've got, by the way, just to let you know, we're trying to make up a team.
Okay.
And it's new. So we had an NRLW player, Christian Pio, on this week.
Yep.
She said that she would put King David in hooker. So currently we have King David in hooker and Peter in halfback.
Yep.
So
What a team.
yeah, so far we're doing well.
Top 4, right?
100%. You don't even need to fill up the other 15.
done.
It's just those two. Sandy, who's your player and what position are they playing?
I don't know about positions because my knowledge isn't great. You'll need to help me out with that one.
We can do that.
But it'll definitely be John the Disciple.
That was my answer.
Really? Oh my gosh, you're so alive.
What?
No wonder I liked Anthony. Good job, Sarah.
You're the
Thank
best.
you, thank you.
You're the best. What a great answer. Why?
I'm referring this back to The Chosen. I don't know if it went like that in real life,
Yeah.
but he just picked up on Jesus. Might have been slow,
Mm.
but he picked up on his messages, on his journey. Like you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
And I feel like he would pick up on the cues to do what?
Ooh.
Put him
Oh,
as
that's
Kick the ball, catch
that's
the
a good
ball,
coach.
try assist, all that stuff.
Mm.
Those big words.
coach.
Coach.
Pardo or not?
Nah, it's just the 17. Oh, 13. No, 17. We're doing 17.
I thought you said 18.
I think I would put 17. 8. Why would I put an 18th man? Oh, well, we can do that, I assume. I don't know. Anyway, maybe then that was a really good explanation. My reasoning was so that we can try and add this up and then put him in a position. I would go with St. John as well, the apostle, because he's loyal, because he was the only apostle to walk the path of Calvary, to Calvary with Christ. And then also because he's a team first mentality. And the reason I say that is when he and Peter are running to the tomb, he gets there before Peter, but then he lets Peter go in first.
Yep.
He understands authority. He understands that the halfback, Peter, the halfback, runs the show, So
5'8".
in saying that, I think 5'8" or fullback
I was gonna say fullback.
are where he belongs. So which one do we go with? I think, would you
I'll leave
agree
that
that
one.
since your favourite player is Matt Burton and he's a 5'8",
I think 5'8".
do you think we just go with St. John as 5'8"?
I don't know what 5'8" is. I'll just pick
Matt
the
Burton's
player.
position.
You pick the position.
Matt Burton's position.
All right. Well, since Matt Burton's your favourite, we're going to put him in Matt Burton's position.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Matt Burton's not in the Bible. He can't be in the
Oh yeah, that's right. There's Matthew.
I mean, he can technically be in the team because I said you're starting your own NRL team and you pick one person from the Bible.
Matthew.
So in our team, he fits in 5'8", but in Sandy's, he'll probably be fullback and Matt
Maybe
Burton will
in
be
your
her
own
5'8".
team, you can put Matt Burton there.
Okay. I'll go home and write a book.
Sounds good. All right, I love it. So where have we put him? 5'8" for our team?
5'8".
Love it. All right, we're good. So that's solid halves pairing set, and I've got 3 out of our 4 spine positions. Yeah, King David and hooker. I wonder who's going to be fullback. All right. Last question before I let you guys go. I'm really sorry. We've gone a little bit over time.
No, it's fine.
Do you know the death row meal thing? Do you know about it? When you're on death row, you get a final meal. Do you know
yeah.
about this?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm sorry to tell you both, but you're on death row. I don't know what you guys did, but you're on death row. And you get one final meal. Now, in different states and in different countries, there are different rules. But here on Against the Grain, there are no rules.
Yep.
You can get whatever you want, how much of it however much of it you want, from wherever you want. Did I already say that? I don't know. Anyone can cook it for you. If it's homemade, if you're getting it from somewhere, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Absolutely no rules.
Sandy, you want to go first?
ملوخية.
I knew
Oh my
you'd say
God.
that.
Chicken, ملوخية with vinegar and red onion.
Really?
Really?
Mm.
Out of everything you could eat.
The
That's your
only
choice.
food I remember Sandy talking about when we were younger was mokia. Like, that was it.
Really?
Mm.
Anything else, but you can have things around it.
Oh, with it?
Yeah, you can have
Yeah,
anything
whatever
you
you
want.
No.
You would just
Agree.
have that.
Chicken, ملوخية with rice. That's it. And the sauce, the vinegar and onion.
That's it. Dessert, drinks.
With the 7-Up. Not Sprite.
The little
Such a
lemonade.
leb
cans.
The little lemonade.
The little cans.
The 7-Up.
7-Up cans.
Yeah.
And the one that, not the click, and then the one that you rip off.
Oh, yeah. Like the
The
lemon lime
actual-
bitters things or
yeah.
whatever they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, similar to
The
that.
Bundaberg ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. No dessert.
No dessert, anything. That's a good final meal. It's like,
No, it's not.
it's not
It's
gluttonous. I don't agree with it by any means, but it's not gluttonous. That's what I mean. It's good in that it's not sinful.
Who wants to eat grass before they die? That's why I
Nah.
said.
Yeah, you're going to be eating the dirt anyway. No, I'm kidding. No, it's your death row meal.
Thank you.
So it's the only time I'll ever say you do you. It's the only time it's appropriate. Sahten.
صحتين.
عالبك.
And please.
Well, that's a big one.
I know.
I can answer for him.
Let's go. Are you not even having hot chips?
You can't eat hot chips ملوخية.
Yeah, but who cares? You're about to die.
It's my comfort food.
Okay, I appreciate that. All right, I'll end it there. I won't ask you anything else.
Thank
Pressuring
you.
her before she dies.
It's just crazy to me that someone won't have hot chips before they die.
Fine, hot
No,
chips
it's
with
worth-
gravy.
yes, that's the one. Go for it. Sorry.
Well, since we're not worrying about calories,
Yeah,
we're
no.
dying.
Yeah.
I'll definitely have a large Whopper meal. That's my favorite
Great
food.
start. Yeah.
Whopper meal. But there's one food that I really want, since we brought up Lebanese food, will be Bazilla it is. Only because that's my favorite Lebanese food.
Wow.
But Sandy has to cook it.
Oh, she's on death row.
Stop.
I hope I'm not.
I'm
I'm not
blushing.
on
No, you're
kitchen
not on,
duties.
you're not on death row. You're not on death row together.
I hope
So
my
it's
mum
alright.
doesn't say this.
Sandy's was loaded.
Yeah, booked it, bro. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
Aw.
We'll censor it on your mum's specific
Go for it. If she's
media
following you,
platforms.
just give her the block.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Sandy's Bazza Loaders.
Yeah.
A large Whopper meal.
Yep.
That's it.
And the spicy sauce on the side.
I respect it.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Um,
Dessert, drinks.
Dessert. Jeez. Calvin's crepes, I think.
Oh.
Sticky day pudding.
Sticky day pudding with ice cream.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sahtan. Drink? Are you having any?
I definitely need a can of V, to be honest with you.
Oh, it's not good for you.
Purple
Probably a bottle.
Oh wait, you're dying.
Oh, the
It's alright.
purple V. Oh, yeah.
Purple V.
Have you had the purple V?
I don't drink V, no.
Yeah, you don't drink V? Good on you.
Thanks, bro.
Good
I have a
choice.
lot of bad habits, but that's not one.
That's one of my bad habits.
Fair. Sahtan.
Thank you.
That's good. And then 1 hour, receive the Eucharist, and see you later.
That's it.
Go to God.
Ciao.
That's you one of the lebs that says ciao.
I am.
I find that so strange, hey? That lebs do that.
Yeah, because
They-
they. What's. Oh, no, Charles not French. It's. What is it?
Italian.
It's Italian. Don't worry about it.
That's all right.
Great
Same.
geography.
If it was French, fair
Yeah,
enough.
because that's what all they speak there.
Yeah.
So we started speaking
I would have
French.
my own
What are you
personal
trying to
problem
say? I'm an
with that.
import?
Yes.
No, I'm trying to say that we went to Lebanon last year.
Welcome to the country.
Christmas Island.
I'm not,
You're giving her trauma.
I'm not saying you married me for a visa.
Can we make
Disclaimer.
it clear? Sandy had her visa a long time ago.
Disclaimer, I got my visa when I was born. My citizenship too.
What?
Citizenship your visa?
Yeah. We have
Oh.
Australian citizenships.
We don't have visas. We just got to
We don't have visas.
I
yeah.
got my citizenship when I was born.
What
Yeah.
did you?
Yes.
It's equivalent to our visa because
Okay.
we're born here. Anyway, thanks so much for coming, bro. I'm going to get you to, before we finally finish up. Again, I'm sorry. I know we're past time. Just very quickly.
Yep.
We have our infamous ATG canvas. And I'll ask you to, I forgot to warn you before the podcast.
Yep.
Name, signature, and your favorite Bible verse, quote, just a message, whatever you have.
No,
Is that
it's
all right?
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you very much.
Don't get it on the couch.
It doesn't matter. Don't stress, you know.
We've got a coffee on
Yeah,
the
where am I gonna write it?
However you want to hold it, bro.
Oh,
That's what I
okay.
was
It's easier for you.
I'm just trying to figure out where to write it.
Yeah, we're
All right,
whatever you like. We're kind of running out of room, and I think we have a few more episodes that.
People are just gonna have to squeeze.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a whole new canvas.
He's left-handed.
No, I won't do that. Oh yeah,
He's the odd one out. Are you left?
that's pretty cool.
Are you left-handed?
I'm not.
Oh, good. Normal people.
Yeah, I pass the footy with. I'm a left-handed passer of the footy.
Uh,
That's it.
I
I wish I was left-handed.
Why?
Rafael Nadal.
What's wrong with you?
He was always my favorite.
Imagine writing and not being able to see what you're writing.
Do you know? Yeah, that's ugly. But
Or
I don't have
imagine
neat
you're on
writing
a
anyway, so
whiteboard,
who
you
cares?
write and then you rub out at the same time. Like,
yeah, well, you don't let it. Whiteboard writing technique is you don't let your hand touch the whiteboard.
I'm a teacher. You don't have to tell me.
You're not a
Technique.
teacher anymore.
Not anymore. Dun, dun, dun.
Shame, degeneracy. You know, Rafael Nadal could play tennis with both his hands. This is a story I've heard. And when he was younger, he asked his dad which he should play with. And his dad said, play it with your left, because with your left hand, you'll be able to conquer the world. And it's true. He went and conquered tennis around the world with his left hand. Because left-handers are weird. They're weird to box against. Like, they're weird to fight against in a boxing match. They're weird, southpaw.
They're better looking.
They're weird to play against in tennis or
They're better
whatever, because
looking.
you're used to versing right-handers.
Yeah, all right.
You know? Anyway. Where have you written, bro? Oh, here.
I didn't realize someone wrote right next to me the same Bible verse.
Fayez K.
No way.
Where?
Was it John
Georgie
3:16?
Oh, yeah, here.
Oh.
How
I didn't
fitting.
realise.
We haven't released the Georgie Mark episode. He was the person who I alluded to
Oh, did you?
earlier. That was in
My
your video
favourite
clip.
Bible verse.
What is it?
John 3:16.
Oh, you know.
Sorry, do you want to read it?
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have life everlasting.
Amen.
Mate, what a boss. What a boss. Let me throw this back here.
Great job, Bill.
Aww.
Yeah.
Oh,
You just gave him a compliment, didn't you?
that was for you because you put it back.
Oh, thank you.
No worries.
Thanks, B2. Fayez, Sandy, thank you guys so much for coming and being a
Pleasure.
part of the Against the Grain podcast.
Thanks for
I
having us.
really appreciate you guys jumping on. It was a really good chat. Thank you. Possibly, parts 2, 3, and 17. Who knows? God willing. But we'll end the podcast the way we always do, which is just to remind everyone listening that our life is not our own. We belong to Jesus Christ. So don't be afraid to go against the grain. God bless everyone.